You two people, today we got a little bit of a card show vlog for you. This is from the Pittsburgh Card Show or the Washington, PA show. I think it's branded as the Pittsburgh Card Show. The show actually happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it was the first weekend in February. And I just got around to getting the footage together and edited, so we are putting this up now. But this show did happen about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I don't think the timing of it affects really anything at all. I will say the one card I picked up, the one single that I purchased in this video, since I bought it, I flipped it within a couple of days for about, I want to say about $100 profit. Maybe even a little bit more than $100 profit. So I won't spoil what the card is, but when you see the one card that I bought, just know that I ended up flipping that card on eBay. I flipped it for about a little over $100 profit after eBay fees. So it ended up being a good pickup indeed. So some light spoilers there, but I won't spoil the card for you. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the footage from the Pittsburgh Card Show. What is going on, YouTube people? New York Cards and Comics here. Today we are on the scene of the card show. Washington, PA. If you're not familiar with where that is, it is in the southwestern corner of Pennsylvania, down near Wheeling, right across the border. And gone to this show before. I think this is the first time I've ever done video footage at it. The show is massive now. It's in an old mall, though still semi-active. It's like 600 tables, a lot of pretty good dealers, a lot of mixed match of inventory. See a lot of Pokemon, a lot of sports, a lot of non-sports, a lot of bigger dealers. But this thing literally takes up, I mean, imagine you're like, classic peak of their power shopping mall and fill the entire thing with sports cards. I mean, this show goes down the entire center aisle of the mall and goes down the side aisles. We'll see if we can sneak through here real quick. And even has an entire side room that the side room alone in here is as big as like your average local show. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I just walked through there. I've done like a half a lap. I have gone all the way down one side and have not gone down the other yet.
No way of reaching.
Haven't made any pickups yet, but yeah, here's the second showroom. Like I said, this would be under normal circumstances. This room alone is about the size of a very good local show, and this is just one room of many. I think they advertise this as like 600 or 700 tables now. We got Logan over there from Great Sports Setup. He's doing a little buying action. But yeah, that is just one side one room in this massive room. And it is packed. It's Saturday morning, and it's honestly almost to the point where it's too busy. It's a little hard to get up the tables in some cases. I wish the aisles were a little bit wider. It's very congested, and I love card shows, but I hate like overly crowded card shows, if that makes sense. I don't want to fight to get to a table. I don't mind, a decent chunk of people walking around, but when you got to stand for 5 minutes just to walk up to a table sometimes, it just makes me more likely to just completely walk past that table or do like a very quick glance. A lot of Pokemon here mixed in. Those tables are absolutely crowded. Parking here is crazy. I ended up parking around the back just to be able to get in the place because there was no parking up front at all. But yeah, busy show so far. I haven't seen anything that's grabbed my eye yet. But like I said, I've only done a half a lap, but it was a quick one at that. You can see how it goes down. The other side, Nash Cards is here taking PSA submissions. It's crazy stuff. So, anyone that says the old cliche hobby is dying nonsense, get out to a show because this place is hopping. So we'll update more in a little bit. All right, little mid-show update. I might need an intervention, some help. I have made one pickup, and it's a Pokemon single. It's the Charmander Pokemon Center exclusive in a CGC 9.5. That's right, I have bought a Pokemon single. I have bought a Charizard. Please send help. I clearly need an intervention. Things have gone off the rails. Any help is greatly appreciated. But one pickup so far. I think I got a pretty solid deal on it based off recent comps. And that card is very hot at the moment. So we will see what happens with that. All right, gonna get back to roaming around. All right, just found a whole other room that I didn't even realize exists. That is also just as big as some local shows. They even have SGC set up here taking submissions, which I did not know they were going to be on site. But yeah, this show just keeps getting bigger and bigger with these side rooms and stuff. I didn't even know this room was here. I almost walked past it. But like I said, this is in itself like a 50-table card show just in this little side room that, is part of just this much larger thing. It's crazy in here. And like I said, super, super busy. All right, another little update here. I didn't mention this earlier, so I brought my extra boxes of WWE Chrome with me to this show that I got off top. So I got 4 total. I ripped the one. I've sold at least 2 so far at, I think, around $280 cash. So about a $100 profit on each box. Plus the one that I opened was an absolute monster box. So I'm doing really well on WWE Chrome. I also had a small stack of Pokemon singles because, like I do, I degened on a couple of booster bundles about a week or 2 ago, a couple 151s and a couple Crown Zeniths. And actually did pretty good. So I sold off some random singles from that for about 80, 90 bucks. So I've sold more than I've bought. So I bought the one Charmander, and then I sold the box of WWE Chrome times 2. And yeah, still crazy busy in here. Like I said, almost don't like walking around because it's so hard to get up the tables. But they're going pretty well so far. All right, probably the last update of the show today. I think I'm going to be getting ready to hit the road here. I've been here for about 4 hours or so. Made the one Pokemon pickup, but really the biggest thing out of this show for me was selling. I sold 2 boxes of WWE Topps Chrome, sold a random stack of lower end Pokemon singles that I didn't want to deal with. So walking out of the show with probably like $750 extra cash in my pocket, which will be good because Shipshawana is coming up at the end of the month. And I'll put some extra cash in my pocket to spend at that show. Oh, speaking of little side rooms that they have, they actually have a whole room just for Pokemon. There's obviously lots of Pokemon dealers throughout, but they actually have their own standalone room with just all Pokemon dealers in it. So if you're in the Southwest Pennsylvania, Northern West Virginia, Southeast Ohio area of the world, pretty good show. I think they run this every few months. I don't know the exact cadence. I don't know if it's quarterly. It's definitely not monthly. But they do run it on occasion. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've come down to this show, and I've always had pretty good experiences. It's always super busy. Pro tip, park in the back. Don't try to park in the front parking lot. But yeah, that's it. Busy show. Pokemon everywhere. Sports-wise, the usual names in football have been popular with the Super Bowl coming. And then here, the one unique thing about this show than all my other local shows is you actually see, if you're into it, I see more hockey here than any show that I attend by a wide margin. And I think because you're getting a lot of Pittsburgh dealers for this show, and the Penguins are obviously very, very popular. So a lot of that stuff filters into here. So I see way more hockey at this show walking around. Not saying it's everywhere, but it's just noticeable because I don't see a ton of hockey typically walking around shows. But here I do, so it kind of stands out. So if you're a hockey fan, it's not a terrible show to come to for sure. I didn't see, baseball was pretty popular with spring training coming. I didn't see a ton of basketball action going around, but once again, take those comments with a semi-grain of salt. It was really hard to just be up at tables and kind of listening into what's going on because of how busy it is. Usually I try to, the busier tables, I try to hang around and just kind of, listen to conversations that are going on between dealers and people. And it was not easy to do that at this show because of how busy it is. So that's all I got. We will catch you boys and girls on the next one. As always, curious for your thoughts and comments. How has the local scene been for you? Because this show, I'm not slowing down at all. So catch you on the next one. Peace.